7:12 p.m. Iris sends a message. Nothing important, just something funny from her day. Noah usually replies fast. By 8, there's nothing. By 9, she has read the entire conversation 4 times, hunting for the moment she said the wrong thing. By 10, she has typed and deleted 3 messages. At 10:40, she sends, "I guess you're busy." Then immediately, "Sorry, ignore that, eh." Then she puts the phone face down and notices her chest is tight and her hands are cold. Noah was at his sister's birthday dinner with his phone in his jacket. Nothing happened, and everything happened inside Iris's nervous system. Here's the first thing worth knowing. What Iris is experiencing isn't drama, and it isn't weakness. It's an alarm system doing exactly what it was built to do. Human babies can't survive alone, so evolution installed a system that monitors one thing above almost everything else. Is my person close, and are they responsive? When the answer is unclear, the alarm fires. That system doesn't retire when you turn 18. It just changes who it's pointed at. So why is Iris's alarm so much louder than other people's? One of the most studied answers is early inconsistency. Not cruelty, inconsistency. A caregiver who is warm and present sometimes and distracted or unavailable other times, without a pattern the child can predict. A child in that situation learns something very specific. Love is real, but it's unreliable. So the smart strategy becomes watch closely, stay alert, read every face, never assume you're safe. That's not a flaw. That was once excellent adaptation. It just doesn't switch off when the child grows up and starts dating. Now here's the part that quietly damages relationships. When the alarm fires, most of us don't say the true sentence, which would be, "I'm scared you're pulling away, can you reassure me?" Instead we protest, double texting, then going silent to see if they notice, picking a fight about the dishes, keeping score, saying, "I guess you're busy," in exactly the tone that means the opposite. Every one of those is a bid for closeness wearing a disguise. And here's the tragedy. The disguise usually works against you. The person on the other end doesn't hear "come closer." They hear an accusation and then they step back, which makes the alarm louder, which makes the protest bigger. At 11:04, Noah replies, "Sorry, sister's birthday, phone was in my jacket all night, miss you." And Iris's entire body drops. The chest loosens, the hands warm up, relief floods in like a wave. But here's the quiet problem with that relief. Her nervous system just logged the whole sequence. Panic, then rescue, panic, then rescue. The alarm didn't learn that was a false alarm. It learned the panic worked, and so next time it will fire a little faster. What we're describing has a name, anxious attachment, sometimes called anxious preoccupied. It's one of the patterns first mapped by John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth, and later studied in adult relationships by researchers like Hazen and Shaver. Roughly 1 in 5 adults leans this way. And 2 things are worth saying clearly. First, this is not a diagnosis or a personality defect. It's a learned strategy, and strategies can be updated. Second, it isn't fixed for life. Attachment patterns shift with experience, with self-awareness, and often with one steady relationship that keeps proving the alarm wrong. So what actually helps? Fix number 1. Name the activation and locate it in your body. Not, "He's losing interest, but my attachment system is activated right now. My chest is tight, my hands are cold." This does something specific. It separates the sensation from the story. The tight chest is real. "He's leaving" is a narrator. And then wait. Activation is a wave, not a permanent state. For most people, it peaks and starts dropping within 20 to 30 minutes. The rule is simple. Don't send anything at the top of the wave. Fix number 2. Drop the disguise and make the direct request. Protest behavior asks for reassurance in a way that makes reassurance almost impossible to give. So say the plain version instead. "Hey, when I don't hear from you for a few hours, I get anxious. It would really help if you sent me a quick note when you're going offline." Yes, it's more vulnerable. That's exactly why it works. It gives the other person something they can actually do, instead of a puzzle they have to solve. And it gives you real information. Someone who can meet a clear, reasonable request is showing you something. Someone who consistently can't is also showing you something. 3 weeks later, another silent evening. The alarm fires right on schedule. Of course it does. But this time Iris names it. Activated, chest tight, this is the wave. She leaves the phone in the kitchen and goes for a walk around the block. 20 minutes. When she comes back, the wave has flattened. She doesn't send, "I guess you're busy." She sends the real sentence instead. The alarm still rang. She just stopped letting it write her messages. So here's your takeaway. If your alarm is loud, it isn't because you're too much. It's because somewhere early on you learned that closeness needs monitoring. The work isn't to silence the alarm, it's to stop handing it your phone, name it, wait out the wave, then ask for what you actually want, in plain words. This is episode 1 of a new series about how we love. Next time, the opposite pattern, the avoidant one, the person who cares deeply and still needs to leave the room. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and if you recognize yourself today, that recognition is the whole beginning. See you in the next one.